last session, we explored Alentia a teensy bit, went to a magic store, bought some shit, met a king, got asked, demanded to hunt down Silas Creed and kill him. And everyone
Doesn't
was
matter
like, you know
if you're
what?
gonna do it anyways.
We're gonna
Everyone's
get
like,
paid.
you know what? Let's flip this coin and see if he's here. And so now we find ourselves in a, well, at this point, somewhat unfamiliar place, and
Oh fuck, we're here right now.
trying to figure out what to do.
Oh yeah, we were
Tower
gonna
was
cast the
gonna-
mind link right away.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Tower was
Mine
gonna go
link it
scout.
up. Link it up.
Yep.
D6.
D6.
Ooh.
6 hours.
Way
We
to
got
start the
6
night.
hours on the first kick.
D6. That's if Alex was saying it in French. Alex. What the fuck? Alex.
What was that time device that we got?
Just like it was an orb and just told us the time on our home plane.
Maybe we should pull that out too, to at least
Sure.
occasionally to see what time, how much time's passing.
I'll keep it handy.
What were you trying to decide on, Dom?
I'm sorry, what?
You were trying to decide something? I couldn't make it out.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. I thought you had said no. Oh, Tower will go into sneak mode, which is one of its many protocols.
That's what I want.
Before Tower goes, Arano will reach out and grab his hand and say, "Be careful," and cast guidance.
Tower will think a thank you. Yes, I said that right. Back.
I see what happened here. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to move you to a page, and I just want it to be correct.
I want.
So
you.
I'm gonna go ahead move you. If I haven't been on here in a long time, so you should only be able to see what looks to be like a swamp area and the outside of a cabin. That should be correct. Here you are.
Mm-hmm.
I see a swamp and a cabin exterior.
Do you hear swamp music?
Well, I don't have my headphones in that device.
Oh, it'd be coming straight through roll 20, so that's true. I guess
It
not
indicates
everyone would
it's
be able
playing.
to hear it.
I see it playing, and I have the music. Like, I should be able to hear it. I can't hear it.
That's
Ooh,
weird.
I do
But that's
actually hear
okay.
this. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, this one's got volume. Yeah.
Is your volume up all the way, Wendy?
I don't see how I can.
On roll 20.
I'm looking for how to change
audio
it.
and video.
Yep.
Master
Oh, there we
music
go.
volume level.
There. No, now I got it. Thank you.
Cool. So everyone can see this, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yep.
that's cool. Sorry. I just turned it up briefly on my device just to hear it.
And is that true that you cannot see? You can see that there's a mass thing here, but you cannot see within
Yeah,
it.
we have no
It's
interior.
blacked out, yeah.
Perfect. It looks like I'm doing everything right. So you guys are technically off screen this direction.
What direction?
Off the
This
left.
direction.
Left. Okay. About how far off? Is this grid
Oh.
accurate as far are these 5-foot squares?
These are 5-foot squares. You're probably a good another. I mean, if you're getting on this square, you can. But if you're
Oh, no.
where the gate opened is probably a good 30 feet, I think, or something like that. It was a ways.
That's about right.
We've
Just
said it
putting it-
before, but
Yeah, just putting a token out. I'm not actually
Okay.
on that square
and
yet.
did you said you wanted to stealth? Did you make those and I didn't see it yet?
I have not made those yet.
Okay, go for it if you wish.
I do.
You have guidance.
I will have guidance and advantage.
The scene is the same so far. It's be the same type of time of eve as you have gotten here before. You can see that there is a light on, this emanating from like the one window that you can see from the cabin. And I see that stealth roll.
And Tower will proceed.
And
Carefully
I raise you.
forward.
Okay. Just
yeah.
reminded me that I should probably also get out another thing for myself. It's you. It's faster. I'll just use my phone. Cool. And so you are stealth. What are you doing?
I am going to. Is there a window on the side that we are currently facing?
Yes.
I will carefully approach that window.
That window is
From an angle.
here.
Okay.
From what you can tell from your current vantage, you've looked in this window before.
I will give another peek at that window. Peek at that
Make-
window.
A perception check.
I will certainly do this thing.
That plus.
Yeah, I forgot I have buttons for this, and I used a button that time. And
Oh, I can't. It won't let me see this number.
Oh,
it just
shit.
Shows, it just shows tower rolls a standard skill check, comma, and everything else is blocked by the chat bubble.
Yeah, mine's cut in half, but I can
Weird.
still see it.
It's
It's clear
fine for
to me.
What is it? I can't.
It's a
I can't
16.
see it.
Yeah, it's a 16.
Okay. Peeking through, the windows there are pane glass. They are not very clean.
Right.
On a 16, you can tell that the space is being lit by a fireplace. There's a lot of business in the window, some sort of like vegetation, it seems. But you swear you can almost see the outline of a person in a chair with their back to you. It's hard to make out who that person is or what that person is through this window right now.
Tower will duck real low light, continuing stealthing around the corner here and seeing what it can see inside. Any more windows around this area?
Not so far around this back side. It seems to be sort of like stacked stone, like the part of the chimney. You can tell where the chimney stack is. So far, just seems to be a solid wall.
Before we continue, there's one more thing I'd like to prep. I'd like to have a coin ready to flip in case Tower gets the word to retreat.
Okay.
Continue.
Just continuing to sneak around the house
and
here.
just to get ahead of it, it doesn't really affect you because of what you can do, but this area, with how deep it is on everybody, it feels pretty difficult terrainy for what that's worth. The water's high enough, and the mud is slushy enough that it's not as easy to wade through all this, but obviously Tower, I don't think, really cares about that sort of thing.
Generally not. Well, I could... Well, I need to spend points to really not care about it, but I'm not trying to do all of that.
Mhm.
But I can still take my time. I am pretty stealthy, and I got speed, so there's really no rush at the moment. Peeking around this corner.
That side, right about here, there is a window.
Gonna get up on that and try to peek inside there and see what I can see from that area.
You can see, as you look through, it's kind of the same. Dirty stuff kind of blocking visibility, but ultimately there seems to be some sort of table in front of that window. You can see some stuff strewn about. Looks like a small bowl of some kind. Across along the back, the opposite wall, you can see there seems to be some sort of like writings and paper like tacked to the wall there, and you can see just like half of like a kitchen-sized table in the center.
And can I make out any figures at the
Nope.
table? Nope. Fair
No.
enough.
And you're not getting advantage of that chair area that you saw before. They seemed to be sitting in front of where the fireplace would be, but this window doesn't really have advantage to that fireplace.
No. But they would be facing this direction, so Tower's going to get real careful about not getting into the viewpoint of that window as it sneaks around this corner here.
There is another window that you can see right about here.
Gonna need to take a quick peek in that one too.
Just give me another perception check, just for you might be able to see more. Who knows?
I'm gonna do a normal one this time. Should not have advantage on that. So the 13.
13. You can definitely confirm the. Oh, why'd this stop? That's really awkward. I can't.
It's playing.
Yeah, but I can't tell if it's permanently playing or okay.
Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Cool. You can definitely confirm that there is a big kitchen. Well, not big. It's a modest cabin, but there's like a big eating table there. A bunch of things strewn about. Looks like old bowls and utensils, and you'd have to get a lot closer to figure out exactly what was there. It just seems full of stuff. And from here, you do get a better vantage. On a 13, you can tell that there is a person sort of slumped in a chair there by the fire. You can just make out the outline of the firelight of like longer hair.
Does she appear to be like looking into the fire from what I can see?
It said long hair and it said she. That's so interesting.
Yeah, well, I thought
We're looking for Mama.
Yeah.
If I had to guess advantage,
But
it's
Silas has
advantage
long
point.
hair, right?
Probably.
She seems to be facing more this direction.
It's a she? You gave her long hair?
I'm using your wordage.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, not going to risk much more than that look at this point based on that. Going to continue moving in a low, stealthy way under the window and across, peeking around the
You
corner
can see
here.
a final window here.
And yeah, I will look through that window as well.
Okay. Let's look again for shits and grins.
Prestige.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know why it's doing this. It's being really weird. 14. I just clicked on it to see if I could click on it and then put it back. Okay, I can't. That might have fixed it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird.
No.
You can see a little bit better through this window. There appears to be something like a pot that is simmering like in the fireplace area. And you can tell there seems to be an old woman sitting in the chair. Her focus not on you, just sort of staring off blankly towards this area.
And have I seen any stairs within at all in this time?
Well, yeah, from the front. Yeah, can you not see there's a staircase right here?
I see that staircase. I'm saying
Oh,
within.
that's it.
Okay, yeah. So
It's a single-story cabin.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, from the outside, sure.
Right, that's more what I was. Yeah, because
Right.
I figured. I don't know. This might be a weird Fey realm thing. I don't fucking know. But okay,
It's
so
all
it
fair.
seems. Yep. Boy.
I assume you're translating all this back to
Oh
us.
yes,
so don't
yeah,
mind.
yeah, absolutely.
There appears to be no other. Wait, I forgot who I was. There appears to be no other people in there.
No,
Beings, I should say.
seemed to be just her. Should we?
Should we
Just-
get closer?
It seems to be as safe as it would be any time, whatever that means.
When we get up there, are we going in and talking to her?
That is my question. Is that the plan of attack?
Let's see. Sheriff had hold person. Is that right?
Assuming that works.
Right.
What if she's not a person?
Maybe I just fuck up my save.
Oh, that too.
And if you are going to approach, I think you three should approach if you're going through the front door to talk. I think I will remain out here and Tower's going to stealth around the back of the house again under the window, not looking through the windows this time, and kind of hang out around this corner, ready to jump in through the window here if shit does go down. I think there's
All right.
Maybe we should have 2 people outside and not put all 3. Or put 3 in and leave 1 person out by themselves. I could stay at a window because I have range.
Sure.
Sounds good.
If you feel like you can,
Less intimidating too.
Yeah.
Maybe she'd be more friendly.
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, if you feel like you can stealth into position, I think that's a great idea.
I definitely do not feel like I can stealth into any sort of position.
You should.
I think you and I are going in to talk.
Yep.
I'll have Steel Defender go up with you all because it can't make a good stealth check either. But it can sit outside the door, just in front of the door.
Why?
Sounds good.
Okay, my stealth check though. What's this? Okay, no.
16. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I think my token, I think I dragged it off of the screen over here, so I'm not able to actually move it.
Uh-oh.
Are you able to?
No.
Okay, I'll just drag a new one out. But
Yeah.
Wouldn't be too much of a problem.
where was the window? Was it on this square or?
Yeah, there's a window. Yeah, if you're back here, the window's here.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll stand kind of crouched down right there.
Maybe you should peek around the corner occasionally to see where the portal opens up to make sure no one's coming.
I will. In fact, I'll stand with my back to this corner here so that I can kind of keep an eye on both sides of this building.
All right, Sheriff, you ready?
Okay, let's do this.
Should we try stealthing up, or does that even matter?
I could try. Ain't gonna succeed.
We all long rested, right?
God, I hope so.
I'm pretty sure we decided to take a night in between.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
the morning.
We did.
Okay.
Oh, good.
You get your shit.
God, I hope so.
Your token shows damage, though.
Right.
Is that?
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, sometimes they don't carry over fresh for some reason.
It's true. This
Everyone's
program is still a buggy fucking mess, but it's helpful.
Before I had walked away, I'll have given some more guidance to Sheriff, just saying, do your best to, I don't know, get some information or something. Maybe we can win her over.
Yeah, it's all civil like. I got you.
All right. Shall you lead the way?
That I shall.
Oops. Should we knock? I think we should knock, right?
Yeah, I'll give a quick rap on the front door.
As you reach your hand out to touch the front door, from within you hear Silas.
Oh God.
And it's answered by a fucking cop knock? Oh, that's so wrong.
I mean, you can rescind your knock if you want. I'm saying before you go to reach out to knock,
Sure,
and you hear that response before you even touch the door.
We could have disguised. Wait, hold up. Does anyone have any ways of disguising themselves? Should one of us pretend to be Silas?
Oh.
I lack the proper
I feel like-
methodologies.
I don't have it prepped today.
However, Silas and Flint
I can
sound
make someone
like they are
invisible.
cut from the same cloth.
You can make someone invisible?
Yeah.
Is this
Should I be invisible and the
correct?
sheriff goes in and I go with, but she can't tell? Maybe. She might be able to see through that.
She might. I don't know. I can do it though if you want. Lasts for an hour.
Is
I
it a
don't
touch
know.
spell?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a plan we could have come up with a while ago, guys.
It feels like it's been a few seconds in real life, or in their real lives that are not real. They are fictional characters, but you get what my meaning.
Sure.
So I think at this point you would hear, as you're formulating this, you'd hear again, Silas.
It's too late.
I guess
think.
we just go for it.
Yeah. You got this, Shaw. You're charming too.
Never?
Sorry, are we attempting subterfuge, or are we just?
God, why am I doing this? I have a -2 charisma.
Because you're just helping, right?
Yeah, but
No subterfuge this time, Sheriff. I
Yeah.
yeah. Plan A.
All right. I will properly knock on the door and say, I'm afraid I'm not your son. Is it correct?
Just come in, Silas. I'm hungry.
Oh God.
All
I don't
right.
like that.
The door isn't even fully shut, by the way. It is partially ajar. I've said that before, I think.
All right. And Flint's gonna brace himself for whatever's waiting on the other side of this. I will open the ajarred door, and as long as we're here, I'm also I will officially have the monocle out and activated.
Okay. There is a pungent smell as you open this door, as it's a mix of spice and rot
Ugh.
and damp wood.
Ugh.
Well, I expected at least 2 of those. All right.
But the scene that you can see from what has been revealed to you kind of matches up with what Tower's been telling you, though now you can recognize that there seems to be like sage and lavender drying on the ceiling, some sort of small animal, like squirrel carcass thing that is drying out, tacked to the wall there.
Charmin.
And in this back corner here, you can see... I don't got the right clicker on. This back corner here, you can now see there seems to be like parchments and such tacked to the wall. It doesn't make sense from this distance, but there seems to be like stuff up there.
All right. Maintaining caution, I'm going to just peek around the corner a little bit.
Peeking around.
Not in a particularly stealthy fashion, but in one of those, I don't want to commit to the entrance sort of fashion.
Like all the way around.
Yeah, this is a good view.
If you're looking at if you're really going all the way around the corner,
Yeah, might as well.
you see, kind of lit by the firelight there, an old woman in like impoverished robes, in an old rocking chair, eyes completely cataracts, kind of staring off in that direction, like I said, blanket around her legs, pot bubbling behind her. As you kind of step into that space there, she'll kind of look to your direction, and again, her eyes are completely milked over. Silas, is it dinner time? I'm hungry.
I say in the mind link, I don't think she can see, or at least not very well.
Maybe don't go in then yet and don't reveal yourself.
From
Oh.
From this position, is there anything else of particular interest?
Not more than you can currently see, I would say. Besides, the stuff I said over here. Oh, god damn it! The stuff I said is kind of like all over here. On this table, you can now see there's multiple bowls, books, jars. This table, you can see an old set of cards and an old ashtray.
Any coins?
None that you can see currently.
Okay.
All right.
You'd have to investigate to
Mhm.
to get
Yeah.
some bigger details on that.
I'd like to go and examine the writing on the wall, as it were.
I'll help you.
Make an investigation
Coming up.
to see how much sense you make of it.
Of course, this is my bad one.
Oh, maybe I should do. You help. Oh well, that's not bad.
Not
Of course,
bad
this
for
is
bad.
the time I roll high.
The thing
Oh,
that immediately,
Sorry, yeah, that was a success then?
absolutely. Well, it was a little less about success and failures, whereas that sounds, and more about like the level at which
Right.
you decipher through the stuff.
Just making sure that it could have been something the side eye could have applied to.
Mhm.
But as long as we got a hit, we're good.
What you immediately see that catches your eye is a piece of parchment that's tacked up, completely pretty decent drawing of the, what do we call it now?
All that?
The all that
The all that. Mhm.
in proper all that fashion, or one of
No.
its previous forms.
Or something later.
You see it in its. You look over and you can see 3 stages of it. The stage you found it in, the stage it slowly became over time. You can see symbolism, which I won't even have you roll because of your backgrounds and all that. You can see iconography for APEP. You can see scrawlings of paper of just plans that, reading some of the words, you get the sense this is probably Silas's hand, and it is kind of laying out some of the stuff you've already witnessed.
But there's not a later stage of the all that.
Not that you're seeing here. The other thing you're seeing is a very old piece of parchment on the table, kind of like flattened out. It looks to be mapping out an area you've never been.
Oh, that can we assume is what he stole?
What doesn't look
Hmm.
old is some sort of charcoal that has been used to circle an area, and the more you stare at it, the more you start to recognize parts of it from maps Towers created when you were journeying out west.
Should we take this?
Silas, please, I'm hungry.
Maybe give her something to eat.
Will you please feed her?
Is there
I'm on it, I'm on
anything
You can.
around that could be food
Well,
other
there's
than
something
the
bubbling
dried?
in that pot
Oh, okay.
next to her, and if you look over in her direction, there is a spoon and bowl empty on the chair next to her. Not necessarily clean.
But should we take this map?
He probably already knows what's on it, but it wouldn't hurt.
I meant even
Are we
more for
assuming
us.
everything that we're whispering is in the mind link? Is that how
Yes.
we work in
Yes.
this?
Sorry.
Okay, right on.
I mean, yeah, I can't be part of that conversation. I'm not in the room.
No, I'm saying this over the mind link.
Yeah, other than the stuff that I very clearly said to her that got ignored, yeah, probably all mine. Like, I'm gonna take the map off the wall, and I'm going to start gathering together some stuff for a light meal.
When you take that map away, what's underneath, you see a pyramid, like an old, crude drawing that in the shape of a pyramid. The top cut off and spilling from the top, a symbol that can only mean APEP.
Well, I certainly do not like the context I'm finding these things under. But there's a whole lot of APEP going around here. God of Evil, the thing that Silas has been touting around ever since. Well, Rub-a-dub, what do we got for grub?
Silas, the stew.
While Sheriff's putting that together, I want to take a look at the table with the books and stuff and see what kind of books there are.
Okay. What are you doing, Flint?
I am. Well, if the stew is sufficient, I will prepare the stew. I might even pour Granny a small hit of the hard stuff.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna go over and start scooping stew into a bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, as you lift the lid and start to scoop, you'll hear her just say, "Oh, thank you. I missed you. It's been so long." Shra, make an investigation. Poring over the books, one looks to be some sort of recipe book. The ingredients therein doesn't sound like food. It sounds like parts of creatures and bits of plants and head off a dead man who baked in the sun.
Like potions or just weird shit?
You can be both.
Can be both. And as you're kind of moving the books around, you do find a book with the symbol of Apep on it, and you do see in these jars there are like pickled frogs and parts of a rat, the intestine of some kind of creature. Flint, you're feeding this woman who's been begging you?
Yep, we're doing this. Also, double checking through the lens. You know, take it down, take it up. Just double checking. Anything here not looking like it is?
Getting this close, you can tell that her skin, a shade of purple you haven't quite seen, save perhaps one. Her hair is white, almost so wispy, almost translucent. Those milky eyes that you've been dealing with at this up close, at this distance through the lens, are vacant holes.
Oh.
As in, like, just missing eyes entirely?
Yes, maybe they were never there, maybe they were bored out in some way, but either way, they ain't there now.
That is the opposite of comforting.
Also, a hell of a choice of words.
As you're still feeding, you're gonna feed this person, right?
Yep, 5 feet.
Putting the spoon out towards this individual, they open their mouth, dirty, ichor-stained, broken teeth, letting out a almost like a baby bird. As you put the spoon in their mouth and their mouth closes, I need you to make a dexterity.
Oh god.
Acrobatics if you want.
Acrobatics, you say? That's,
Try to...
That is equivalent to my save. Do I have a thing for this? I don't think I have a thing for this. Do not have a thing for this. Okay, let's go. Ooh, actually, I'm going to make the acrobatics check, specifically because the side die can apply to it if I roll like this. Give me a second. 6. Oh, I also have a D4 from guidance.
You do.
Yeah.
There we go.
Woo.
Nice.
Total 11. Before you can even rip your hand away, these long, elongated, dirty, nailed hands, just one, grasps your wrist. Your wrist, holding it there. Spoon still in their mouth. These vacant holes staring you dead in the eyes.
You're not Silas.
The lights go out in this cabin.